This is AI.R. Artists in Residence Broadcasting, coming to you once a week from New York City. All right, are we ready?
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hello, I'm John Cullum, and this is my wife, Emily Frankel.
And today we're going to do a post, I think, for my blog, Em's Talkery. John,
Yes.
I would like to tackle the subject of a news show that we like to watch every night.
Okay,
because we like the guy.
All right.
It's Al Sharpton.
Well, there's a lot of food for
Politics
thought there.
Nation. What do you think of it?
Well, I like Al Sharpton, and so do you.
I like him a lot. I like him more now than I used to.
Yeah, well, I've always liked him because he's got that Southern Baptist kind of evangelistic approach to things. He can make a news comment sound like a sermon, which I like.
What I like about him is I like his focus. He comes through the camera and doesn't wince, doesn't in any way retreat from focusing on us as the audience.
Right.
So I find a very strong personality talking to me.
Yeah. Well, I remember him when he was young and was kind of rotund, and
He was rotund?
well, he was not rotund,
Woo!
but he had fat cheeks, and he was chubby, and he was a
Did I ever have fat
firecracker.
cheeks?
Huh?
Did I ever have fat cheeks?
Well, no.
Was
don't-
I ever chubby?
No, but you had a slightly different shaped face before the accident, and
Well,
you
that's
had
a long time ago.
you had a very much of a dancer's face. You always had.
Okay, anyway, I'm not chubby cheek, but Al used to be. So
And he was a firecracker in those days, and he was very, very opinionated. Always has been, and always had some axe to grind.
he has access to grind now.
And
Wow.
He's very sharp. Sharpton is very sharp when it comes to pushing his points, and I love that about him. I mean, he's an advocate for his own points of view, and he knows how to express them and knows how to use wonderful imagery
You're right. You're right. You're absolutely right.
right. But
What's interesting about him is once he gets on a track, this is interesting, but this is what begins to bother me. He gets onto a track, and sometimes 2, 3, 4 days will be the same track, the same pounding away on something that he disapproves of or he wants us to pay attention to.
Well, Al has a wonderful technique of interviewing people because he very almost slyly keeps them going in the direction that he wants to. He asks them questions, and he picks up their answers and turns them just the way he wants them to, so that when he gets through to the point that he wants to make his point, he just comes in like a shark.
A shark. Shark Sharpton.
That's right.
Say Shark Sharpton.
Shark Sharpton.
Shark Sharpton.
Right. Well, he also I think is a very honest man.
I agree.
And but we've been having some problems with him lately because he is such an attack person when he gets on a subject. He's almost like an attack dog. He never lets go.
Shark.
And
He's after Mitt Romney.
Yeah.
And he calls him Willard.
Willard all the time. Yeah.
He jokes about Willard.
I don't think he likes the name Willard, so he uses it all the time.
He certainly does.
And he's definitely a Democrat, or certainly is pushing for the Democrats in this upcoming election.
Absolutely.
And
But we tend to I feel that we're getting so much quotes, so much about what Willard or Mitt is doing wrong, that it becomes a program that's repeating flashes and quoting what Mitt said, so that in a weird way it's promoting Mitt.
Well,
am I wrong?
No, and some of the top Democrats and commentators have begun to point out that it's not the best technique to keep attacking Romney for his lack of whatever it is. But we should start developing, we Democrats, and I am a Democrat, particularly in this election, uh, we should start promoting the things that Obama has done that have been beneficial.
Well, I'm glad that you pointed that out, and I really appreciate you talking about him because we do watch him every night, and I've been inclined to change the channel only because I get tired of hearing about Mitt Romney.
Right.
Well, anyway,
Well,
thanks for reporting on Al Sharpton, John.
yes, and we look forward to seeing you again next week. Okay? So long. This is AI.R. See you next week.